August 27th, the year 2010.
Haya ndio hao wameachiliwa, njiwa wamepuruka.
Venue, Uhuru Park grounds. The expectation was enormous as former President Mwai Kibaki hoisted the document that today is akin to the Bible in guiding how we govern ourselves. August 27th, 2013, 3 years later. The country is today looking back and taking stock of the achievements in implementing the Constitution that include judicial reforms, political and social rights, and electoral reforms.
Who knew that an election can be held in Kenya barely 5 years after what happened in 2008, that an election could be held and a president is not sworn in, waiting a Supreme Court verdict without any violence.
Kenya Law Reform Commission CEO Joash Dashe says over the past 3 years, they together with CIC and the Attorney General have crafted over 100 pieces of legislation.
Not all of them were required in the 5th schedule, but they had something to do with the reorganization of state and government structures. Between 2012 and 2013, 65 bills were enacted. In 2011, 32 bills were signed into law, while 2010, 3 bills were enacted into law. My worry is implementation. Kenya is one of those countries where the legal framework is there. We have a beautiful constitution. The problem that we experience is implementation. According to Dache, managing public expectations on the social economic rights they hope to achieve overnight remains a delicate balancing act, even as the Constitution pushes for public involvement at every stage. There's a very high rate of constitutional illiteracy. Not many Kenyans appreciate the Constitution. Another challenge the Commission says Kenya faces in realizing the dream is a resistance to change for those keen on maintaining the status quo, the supremacy battles facing the bicameral parliament that could frustrate future legislation, and preparation of high-quality legislation. A number of bills we have done without any government policy framework, so that has impacted on the quality of legislation. Unfinished business that, though legislated, is yet to have impact includes the emotive land reforms and police reforms. The social economic status remains almost the same, with the gap between the rich and the poor yet to narrow as hoped by millions of Kenyans. But amidst these glaring challenges, the gains made stand out, including electoral reforms, judicial reforms, the shift to county governments, which is currently facing teething problems. Governance problems that the Law Reform Commission says cannot be addressed through a constitutional amendment. You cannot implement a constitution in three years. And therefore, I just want to urge patience. We have the systems now in place. Let us see them work in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year. After that, we can have this conversation. As Kenyans go about their business, the focus should shift from legislative gains to empowerment that perhaps will see social justice achieved and transform the life of the common mwananchi. Kathina Chinga, reporting for Channel 1 News at 9.